Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. I got this water bottle filled right before bed, and there's still ice in it. Wild. I like to take this biking when it's hot. You can see where my bottle cage rests on it. It's also jumped out of the bottle cage, and that's why it's scratched a little bit. Where's the big scratch? It's pretty scratched because it jumped out of the cage at some point and hit the pavement and rolled a little bit. What brand? Not sponsored by whatever brand that is. Yep, not sponsored. Picked it up at Costco on a whim. But I've liked it. But it's slightly... The actual water bottle I have for my bike, like, fits it. Like there's an indent, like, here. So that the cage holds it better. And, like, that's good. But I prefer this one. Costco, please sponsor. I love you, Costco. We have an 11-month resub for MelZD. Thank you. I'm going live today just to work on this painting because I need to work on this painting. I worked on this on Tuesday and, like, it's okay. I don't think it's great. I had to sit on it and, like, think about it and, like, step back for a day, too, because I was busy yesterday. And, I don't like it. I didn't like it when I first did it, and I didn't like when I softened it, like, on the same stream. There's things about, like, both I liked, so I think I need to kind of go back and forth. So I did this kind of gray lighter because it's atmospheric perspective, and it's the furthest thing back other than the sky, of course. But the sky is so sharp and so detailed, I think that it's making this look bad. And, like, I think that this might look okay if I do this, like, a little less gray than this, and then this with full saturation, like full value range from light to dark. I think that would help, but this is such a big part of the painting. Like, I know, like, these trees are going to come down and kind of cover up like this much, but it's such a central big part of the painting, I don't think it can sit on its own like this now. So I need to make sure it is just perfect before I move on. Because if I paint these trees and then I want to go back, then I have to repaint the trees. So yeah, I need to work on this. And Brandon had stopped over yesterday, and he has a good eye for things. He was like, yeah, he's like, I can see what you mean about it. And we were talking about how, like, some of the shadows in here, especially kind of like up in here, I think need to be darker. And, like, there needs to be more texture in, like, sharp detail on the brighter parts, was kind of what we talked about. I have the hiccups because I was downing a lot of water at once. So my plan is to take my darkest color, make it even darker, and, like, add in some shadows and some harsher lines in some of these areas. Tone down the highlights first with, like, a medium color, and then work my way back into those highlights with sharper texture. Because what I had done first on Tuesday was I had this palette knife. There, let me catch it in the light. And I was scraping in these highlights, which gives a good texture, but it was too much for the whole thing. So then I softened everything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in shadows with a brush and keep them soft, kind of like this, but darker. And, like, especially try and get some lines in between some of these, because, like, there's a few places where I have some nicer lines between things, but I need to make them more noticeable. Brush down these highlights so they're not as bright, and then bring them back in with a knife so they're sharper. I think that makes sense. That's the plan. So yeah, that was helpful to have Brandon take a look and tell me what he thought. So like I said, I think this could work in the end, but the mountain is so big. If the mountain were smaller, I don't think it would matter as much, but it is so big. It needs to be just perfect. And it's not. That's my plan. Steven's making me a piece of toast, and then after I have that toast, then I will paint, because I don't really want to get paint on my hands and then eat. The other thing I should think about doing is that chalk? No, it's paint. I should think about drawing in my water reflection down here that you can't see. Lift up heavy canvas. See the water reflection? Like, I put some of the sky color down, but I didn't put any of the mountain down. Like, I should start thinking about working on that. But the other problem with doing that as I work, see if I can balance this with one hand, is I have to paint the bottom of this canvas yet. And I haven't been doing that. So at some point I will have to like do that, and I'll have to mix all the colors from scratch, which is going to suck. But if I do all of the water at once, then I'll have the color. Because like this color, long dried out. I don't have that anymore. This color I still have because I'm working on it. But the problem is, if I do all the water at once at the end, so that I can then do this after I'm done streaming the painting and it's like done, is this sits in front of water. This little peninsula. So like I have to do some of it now. It's a puzzle. And that part is difficult. So I think I'm just gonna do what I do and then just have to struggle with the bottom of the canvas later and just accept that I'm going to be upset about doing that. We have a 16-month resub from Mike, who said, all the way from vacation in Vegas, heading back home today. Well, I hope you've had a great vacation. I've only been to Vegas once, and I would like to go at some point again. I think it would be a fun group trip. But there are lots of other things going on this year already that makes that impossible, and future trips that are like more exciting for more people, including myself. Thank you. Thank you for the piece of toast. Appreciate it. Now the problem is that I have to eat this toast. We need cookies. We have cookies, but they have peanut butter cups on them, and I can't eat those. We can have your share. Chess says, wait, y'all still got some of those? Come get one. I should have brought them over on Tuesday when we watched the riff tracks. And he says, Ches, do you not have banana bread? Steven's mom made banana bread for Chaz and Jeff, Brandon, Dan, and Josh, Alex and Haley, and then us. So she made 4 huge banana breads, one for each of us, our houses. Chaz says, ours has been gone for 2 days. We still have some of that too. So, I think, oh, you can't see that. I can't even see that. Do I have a darker one? Will you show up? Nope. Where's the darkest one? There it is. I can see that one. Okay. I think I just need to really sharpen this line. And this guy, like, I think you just need to become your own little peak. I think that's what I need to do with you, because you look weird. This looks, I think, okay. I just basically think all of the shadows need to be more shadowy. And like this piece here looks weird. That needs to change too. So what I think I should do is I should bring you up and then just mountain peak you. Or maybe, no. What do I want to do with this? Maybe bring this down and make that more of a shadow? Yeah. So my plan is to make that darker color, go back in here to where my chalk line is and dry brush it so I get a little bit of that texture. I think that's what I should do first. Something moved in the studio. That light was not in the shop before. Is that that has to, no, is that iPad? That is iPad. Must be when I moved the iPad. That's better. Because I pulled the iPad off the holder I have it on. Yesterday, and then I just put it back, so I must have moved it. I'm almost done with this. Mike says, what is the inspiration for this piece? Is it more landscape or video game? More landscape. This is what I am calling a very special commission for someone very close to me. So this is what they wanted. And I'm very happy about it. So, yeah, I let them make some decisions about it, and it's exciting to me. This will be on Redbubble. I told them, I said, you know, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to stream it, and I'm also going to put it on Redbubble as long, like, as merchandise if you're fine with that. And they were like, yes. I said, all right, well, if you don't want to be spoiled, don't go looking for it. And they said, no, I want to see it, so. This is not a secret to them. Alright, so I'm mixing up a darker color than this. And I'm just going to test it against itself down here because I know this part will get covered. I think that's dark enough. So all I did was I took more bone black and mixed it into this color. Right here is where I put the little swatch. Anise says, has your opinion on painting rocks changed since the other painting you struggled with in the past? Yes. I think I have a better handle on it and just like how it looks in the way the brush and the colors need to go. It's all practice. It really is. What brush do I want? Not that one. This is my oldest brush. This is a college brush. It's falling apart bad. Mike says if you open commission, you'd probably have enough art queued for years to come. I know. But it's a little bit different than how this one is working in particular. But yeah, I know that there'd be a lot more that I could do with that. That helps. Okay, let's keep working with that and see. So I'm going to add this in and then just dry brush it out. Yeah, increasing the contrast I think is the right move. Mike says pros and cons to everything. Yeah, exactly. It is a balance that I have to kind of figure out for myself of what I want to do. We have a 16-month resub from Nunshoes, who says, I just got here. Looks great. Thank you. I'm working on fixing some of the stuff about this I don't like. This helps a lot. I really think it's helping. But I also said that last time. Glazing liquid. We have a 16-month resub from Noah. Thank you, Noah. Welcome in. Hope work is going well. Time to open packages. Yeah. Work is fine. Okay. I think I need to leave that alone. I need to do some of the lighter stuff. Am I out of plastic wrap? Must be. All right, now, next plan. Go into this color, make it less bright, and then bring it back, but with more texture. 300 bits from Charlotte, who says, "This is looking great so far. Are you planning on selling any of the recent paintings, or were they for specific folks?" The Sumi-e piece I did, the black and white Japanese one, the time of day paintings, those 3 I did, and then the Aurora, and then when I did the test for the Milky Way, when I was doing just the Milky Way, those ones will all be for sale. I'm wanting to do a time-lapse video to put on YouTube with those, and when those go up, that's when that painting will go up for sale. Along with Redbubble. So they will be. This one will be on Redbubble for merch, but it will not be, the original won't be for sale. Okay, I toned down all the bright for the most part. I just heard Kepler sneeze. Okay. So we did that. Now, we're going to try and redo the bright. Make sure it's not too much. Probably wash up this brush. I think I like it better overall though, which is good news. I think I should brighten this. I do think I should do that. So I think I might just do a little bit of that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good. That made that piece feel a lot more connected. Okay, I can leave that alone now. Anyway, back to what I was going to do, which was to put in highlights. This palette knife. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this in 2 parts. And I think this is going to be my first part. And we'll put that in, and then we'll just do a touch of it even lighter. And then I'll do the same on the shadows, like the shadow sides of the mountains, but not as intense as these sides. That's my thought. Maybe I don't need to go brighter. We'll see. I may feel that way after I put in some more of this. I feel like I should have done it this way, because the knife fits perfect. Okay, time to step back for a second and get a better look at the hole. Okay, here's my take on it. I need to make this not as bright and do more of it down here, along with over here and the few highlights that there are in here. And then I need to do a little bit brighter for the brightest part over here. So it's 2 things. So This needs to get a little darker. Okay, think I'm happy with that? That was a bit much right there. Don't like what just happened there. I keep accidentally painting over the sky. That was too much. One of the things I'm struggling with is the canvas bars underneath. And how sometimes I hit them when the canvas isn't taut enough. And it leaves like a line of where that is. Okay, now, I like this. I need to do more highlight in a couple of these areas, just so the mountain really looks lit up. Like here, and like some in here. Just like this much. But I need this because I'm out of room on my palette. Okay. Okay, time to stand back. I need a little bit more highlight on the left lower mountains and then the rightmost big one. So like a little bit here and then a little bit here. I need to be so careful with this. It's nerve-wracking. This one's too much. Fix that. Okay. Am I done with this? This guy. This needs a little bit. Then yes. Let's make sure knife is really clean and sharp. Yeah. Okay, there's a few tiny places I want to touch up with a brush. I need a small brush though. Okay, now with this, I do think I could get a little bit lighter in some of these areas, like through here. Should I? I don't know. I also think I could add just a little bit more of the light color to some of them, like in here. Okay, well, I think that paves the way for more highlights if I decide I want more. So I think what I need to do now is I think I need to raise up the canvas, which is a hard thing when it's on there and it's heavy. So you are going to move over here temporarily, and we're going to raise up this shelf. Oh God, don't fall. Maybe about here. That looks level. This is where I normally have it, and you can tell because the paint ends there. And at some point I drew a line. All right, come back here, big guy. There. Now we can work on this more my height. I do wonder. Okay. Shh, metal. So what I'm going to do is I have all of my mountain colors on this one palette I have here. And I'm going to put that aside and hope that they don't really dry out a whole lot. I should make a note though. Paint marker. Which one are you? You're the one I want. Okay. Add alizarin and quinac nickel. So I have a lot of that blue paint that I had originally made for the mountain, a ton of it left. And I have a plan for it if I don't need it, but it is my current backup to remake my mountain colors because it's such a mess. So this was the original blue I had painted the mountain with, and then I added alizarin crimson and quinacridone nickel azo and made the mountain colors I have now. This is glazing liquid, so it's running. And then I just added various amounts of bone black and titanium white. So those are my notes in case I need to remake this color. And this is gonna go live over here for a while. And what palette do I not need? The gray one. This was Sky Colors, and it's all dried out, and I do not need that anymore because the sky is great. So I'm going to start soaking this to get this off, and we'll draw in this bank of trees while we wait on that. What is happening outside? Okay. Okay, time for this bank. So looking at this sketch, oh, I can put things here and you guys can see it better now. If this is 30, what did I do? 4 for each of these? Yes, I did. So these trees need to start at 2, 3, 4, this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 inches down from the top. Which puts us right about here. That is really tall. And this is going to be 2, 6, 7 inches from the bottom for the water. Yeah, so I have that correct. So the trees should start way up here. And if I draw this line over, I have them drawn about here visually. Yeah, that's right. Yours should be 12. And you should be 12. Okay, that's a little high, but it can go like here. Tree should start there. So my plan is to figure out where like the tops of these trees are and kind of what I want to be, which ones I want to have taller and then like the shorter one. And then what is the best way to do this? think what I need to do is I need to draw in the bank first, paint like the ground that's not tree to the edge of the water, because when I do the trees, I'm going to set them on top of this. So this should be done first. I think that's what I need to do. So I should figure out the exact line of the bank where the trees are going to sit, paint the bank, and then paint the trees. So back here, this really should be relatively straight, and I curved it a lot. I shouldn't have done that. This guy is this tree, and you do sit up taller. You sit kind of up here. Maybe a little taller. We'll see, because there's going to be trees here, and you should be a little taller than them, I think. Oh, we're talking about brats? Listen, once it gets not 110 degrees with a heat index in Raleigh, I'm ordering brats from Wisconsin. And then we are going to grill them. Because I really want them. So what I need to do is I probably need to draw myself a line that's quite level. What are you? 9 and almost a half? So 9 and almost a half hits over there also. So if I take this as my bank line, so once I get about here, then I think it should curve. You should probably... No, you won't see that. Good. So once this gets over here, I have my color sketch up on the iPad, so I don't have to flip back and forth between my map and the color sketch. The color sketch has way more detail than the map. The map is just a few outlines. I may have to switch to paint marker, which is fine. I think I made this too big. Okay. So then what's going to happen is I do want tree. Scratchy ASMR, very scratchy. So we'll see a lot more of the bank here because it's closer to us, and then as we get over here, it will be very tiny. So there's the bank. Now, it is time to draw the tree line. So we have this guy, and I don't know exactly if he will be this tall, because he's going to sit kind of here. Let's flip to this for just a second so I can get an idea of the right tree line. So we have him, and then we have like something here. I think he needs to be taller, because I have like this branchy thing sitting here. And I think I have this peninsula too low. And I curved it down, which I know wasn't right. I should know better. So I have this guy. There's something here that I have planned out. Another branchy guy. But on the mountain on this sketch is small on purpose. Like I had drawn this and then they were like, more sky, bigger mountain. So I can't judge this relation. I have to kind of go on vibes. So this tree and this sketch is probably more closer to here. And then this guy is probably, I can measure this, but up there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches down. Oh, that's way down here. Did I have that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then you should be... Okay, I did bring that straight there. So those will be that height. Which does put this one probably closer to here. And if I do that, then this guy needs to kind of be more here. I might make you taller for fun. Okay, so now that I have that tree line a little more in place, we're gonna do this one. So where's my mark? Over here. So we're gonna bring this tree here. And then our next tree is going to be here. And then maybe we'll bring this guy up a bit taller. And we'll bring this guy here a bit shorter. Now here's the thing, my sky kind of ends here, so I need to make sure that I bring the trees enough to overlap them. To cover up that sky. but our trees here are closest to us, so they're biggest, and then they'll get further away here, so they're going to get smaller. But I can't have them all go in the same diagonal because that would look ridiculous. They have to change up what they're doing. So maybe like this guy is shorter. This one's not centered on that trunk. And then once we get over here, they're going to be, this line probably isn't right. Let's erase that. This is our bank. Will probably be like that small. Is it the music? Oh, that's terrible. So we have that, and then we have big tree. So somewhere in here we will have more like this size tree. And these trees would continue, so I do have to bring them in over here. Just a little bit. So there will be other trees, like this guy is only this tall right here, because they need to build on top of each other. I can't just have like one row of trees all next to each other, but these are the tops of all of these guys. Cool. Now I can put a couple of these colors away because we're done with the mountain. We're gonna leave a few out, like Raw Umber and Phthalo Blue, because those have been our base colors. Oh, that went in the purple box. Go in the blue box. They were like our unifying colors of the piece. Cheesehammer gifted a sub to Cheese Color. Thank you for the gift sub. Now, here's the thing I'm not thrilled about that I'm gonna have to figure out. I made these all pines, and these aren't all pines. So what I think I need to do is, as I'm filling in some of these, make them less pine-like. should probably draw that. At least I regret it. So let's make you not a pine. And maybe some of the taller ones I'll keep pines because their silhouettes are a lot more recognizable. Maybe you won't be, and you won't be. Watch me tomorrow paint. I totally forget I did that. Okay, bank needs to be, we're bringing in greens now, but they are going to be slightly washed out greens because this is quite gray blue. This is still going to have some gray in it, and then this will have the darkest colors in it because we're still getting some atmospheric perspective going on. It will have a little bit, I think. I should probably do that. I have more of this. This is phthalo green blue shade we're going to pull. We'll pull out my primaries, which I really haven't been using this painting, so maybe I should just stick away from them. That does kind of challenge me, and that's good. Raw umber, unifying color, bone black. I should probably pull some alizarin because I'll want to neutralize this green a little bit. And I have neutral gray out also. Blue is also in this a lot, so throwing some blue into my shadows isn't a bad idea. We just want to start getting more of our true colors in with adding some actual green to this. Okay, I think that's a good palette for this. I believe I have more of this. I hope so. So I'm just putting little pieces of all of these colors on the palette, and then we'll mix them up and then see where we get. This phthalo green is very old. And when they get old, they get a little bit chunky. But look how saturated this green is. Compared to everything else, this is a lot. So that's why we're going to tone that down with a little bit of alizarin. This is looking very, what, Jenkins? Do I have any Jenkins? I do. I think it's at the bottom because I'm almost empty. Oh, almost totally gone. No, it's not quite Jenkins. maybe a little hooker's green, which is slightly less intense. It is a little bit more yellow, but I don't know. I want to bring blue in here. Do I have a new tube of what? Jenkins? Probably. All of my backup tubes of paint are not in reach right now. So I'm trying to make a good base green for the ground here that I'm doing, like the lightest color or a medium color. And because we're still doing a little atmospheric perspective, I need to make it a little gray. Now I think this is a great green for this part. Not for this part. This part needs to be more blue. Okay. That's really good. Great color. What color is Jenkins green? Where did I put it? It's a dark green that has a bit of yellow tint to it. Like on the color wheel, it's on the yellow side of green. All right, let's swatch this because I really like this color and I want to make sure I don't lose it. I was swatching here. I was also swatching over here. Let's do that. That's my color. And if I mix a little bit of white to it so I can see it. That's it with whites. Okay, so how I'm doing this bank. Oh, I'm out of bone black. I used it all mixing. Is I'm going to paint a lot of the shadows and then build my way into this green. And then if I have to, lighten it up a little bit for the highlights. I should label this. I love the sound of the knife. Sometimes these caps just don't want to cooperate. What else do I need them out of? Umber. Okay. So I'm starting with my shadows, and I'm realizing that this is a bit more transparent than I want it to be. I don't know if I love this brush for this. Yeah, I don't love this brush. Different brush. So this will all cover up that over there. So that's fine. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing in the lighter color that has more green in it. So you can kind of see that bank a little bit where the color's starting to change. Okay, I think I'm happy with that so far. I may have to do more highlights on it, but I think that's something I can add later. Like I might put a little bit of sand inside of this grass at some point. But I think that's good for that base layer. We have a 16-month resub from Starbloom Faye. Thank you. I'm just thinking about exactly what my next steps are here. I think the next step is to mix up a gray-green color, a dark gray-green color, and block in like the first set of trees, add their highlights, and then do a few more of like the next layer of trees with a darker color with less lighter of the gray in it, and then their highlights, and then do these very foreground ones the same way. And then touch up the bank wherever I think it needs it. I think that's a good plan. So, don't want to lose these colors. Cool. All right, so let's do this and do a thank you to my Patreon supporters on patreon.com. I appreciate you guys and how you support me so that I can continue to do this. If you're interested in that, you can check out the links. Discord is one of the things. That is a reward for that. The people in our Discord are great. I'm much happier with the mountain now. I wouldn't have moved on if I wasn't happy with it. So tomorrow I will be streaming at 11 a.m. Eastern, and we will be starting these trees. And then I will not be doing Dark Cloud next week because I may paint during that time. We'll see. I had been doing a partner push, and then I got partner thanks to all of you lovely people. And doing my 3 streams that I had scheduled a week, plus the 3 streams I do on Steven's channel was a lot. But now I have to get this painting done, so I have to continue streaming a ton. So I'm going to put Dark Cloud on hold for a little bit, and then going forward, once this painting is done, I'll figure out exactly what that schedule looks like. But I'm super happy this is coming together. I'm not really worried about these trees. A little concerned about the water. We'll see how the water goes for painting. I hope I don't struggle with it. I think I've struggled enough with this painting. So otherwise, I will see you guys at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, and then we're going to continue in Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow evening. iPad is almost dead. Thank you, iPad, for warning me. And yeah, I think that's it. Once I see how far I get tomorrow, we'll see what our next stream is for me for painting. Yes, but look at it come together. Very happy. So thanks everyone for tuning in. How much do we have left of Zelda? I mean, not a ton, but also a lot. A bit. It's hard to say. Yeah, and I don't think there's any vlogs or anything quite yet, but there is a Japan vlog that came out yesterday, I want to say, so if you haven't seen it yet, go tune into that. We go to a museum, we get Chunko Nabe, and we go look at Skytree Tower. And that's it. Anyway, I hope you guys... Ow. Have a good Thursday, and I will see you all tomorrow.